Number 17, the directions are the same as 15 and 16, which means to write the simplest polynomial function with the given zeros. So the first thing we need to do is identify the other zeros that are hidden. So if radical 7 is a root, then negative radical 7 is also a root. And if 4i is a root, then negative 4i is also a root. So the first thing we're going to do is write down the function in factored form. So we will have x minus radical 7 times x plus radical 7, x minus 4i, and x plus 4i. Next, we're going to have to FOIL the first two and the last two terms, set of factors separately. With the first set, we're going to have x times x, which is x squared. Now the middle terms, we're going to get radical 7x and minus radical 7x. Notice the signs are different, so that's a difference of square, and then that makes the middle terms disappear. So we will have just the last term, which is radical 7 times radical 7, which is 7, so it'll be minus 7. From the second set of factors, we have x times x, which is x squared. Now the same thing is going to happen because the middle terms, the middle signs are opposite, so the middle terms will cancel out, and we just have a last term, which is going to be a minus 16i squared. Now we know that I squared is negative 1, so we can just replace that, so we have no more imaginary numbers. And let's clean this up by rewriting the factors. We will have negative 16 times negative 1, which is going to be a positive 16. And then the last step would be to FOIL the remaining two factors now that we have the new forms, the new factors. So with the first term, we're going to have x to the 4th. Middle term, outer term is plus 16x squared. And inner term will be a minus 7x squared, and the last term is minus 112. And we're going to rewrite the final function with combining the middle terms. We have x to the 4th plus 9x squared minus 112. And that is the entire function written in the simplest form in standard form. Okay, and that's the end of the problem.